Hi everybody, this is Sabrina, fresh back from the gym, but wanted to do the night nugget before I settle in for the evening. This evening I want to talk to you about broken hallelujah and shattered praise. It's a song actually. It's lyrics from a song by Mandisa. And you know, Ecclesiastes tells us, that there is a time for everything. There's time for good and there's time for bad. There's time to laugh, there's time to cry. It goes through the whole series of things that there are times for, but the question is, what do you do? What is it that you can do, or what is it that you should do whenever life hits you so hard that it leaves you with a broken hallelujah and an offering of shattered praise to give unto God? And it happens. Last year, I started a new season in my walk with God, and it's a season that actually has taken me down a road where, for the first time, I really understood a broken praise, a broken hallelujah and a shattered praise. It was last year around this time that my dad transitioned. He went home to be with the Lord, and it was unexpected. And the thing of it is that you go through life and you know things will happen. You know that there's a time to live and there's a time to die, but yet when it happens and it hits so close, it really does take the wind out of your sails. It really does leave you wondering, okay, God, what now and what next? And I'm going to tell you, my degree is not in counseling, but what I am going to do is I'm going to share some things with you that I have learned through the last year. And yes, I have written them down because just in case I begin to get a little emotional, I don't want to lose track of where I am. And believe it or not, someone asked me if I was going to do something like this last year, a couple of months after my dad transitioned. They were like, Sabrina, we know that you've got something to share in this area. And honestly, I couldn't share it because I couldn't speak it. I couldn't say it. I could barely get past it myself. And so, but now I just believe it's the time. So I just want to share a few things with you. And the first thing is, don't charge God. God is, it doesn't matter if you're rich. It doesn't matter if you're a Christian. It doesn't matter if you're white. It doesn't matter if you're black or Hispanic. It doesn't matter if you're cute as all get out or if you're ugly as all whatever. You cannot avoid, you will not escape life. You will not escape those things in life that happen that hurt. Jesus even said it. He said to Christians, and sometimes as Christians we think that we can get by things, that some things won't come and they won't affect us. But Jesus even said that in this world you will have trouble. But then the next thing he said was, don't worry, because I have overcome the world. I've deprived it of its ability to harm you. So, but we still will encounter difficult times that leave us with a broken hallelujah and shattered praise. So don't charge God, because it's a part of life. The second thing is I want you to know that God's not going to take the pain away. And I know that's like, you're like, really, Sabrina, could you give me some more hope than that? But the truth is sometimes we tell people the wrong thing, and so then they expect the wrong thing. But I want you to know he's not going to take the pain away. But you know what he will do? He will be with you in the midst of the pain. He will never leave you. He won't forsake you. He will comfort you. You know, it's amazing that whenever you look in the Bible, every time you see where God is talking about pain, you can see that God is there. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Why? Because God is with me. In Corinthians, Paul says that God will comfort you. He comforts you with all comfort. Well, why would you need comfort if you weren't in the middle of a difficult situation? God comforts you in the middle of that situation. And you know the only way that he can comfort you? The only way that he can comfort you is if he's there. So he's going to be there with you. And he will give you, even though, and this is the part I never understood, I thought that whenever he says that he will give you a peace that passes understanding, I thought that meant that peace was going to take away the pain. But really it doesn't. The pain still exists, but yet there's a peace that comes with knowing that God is there with you. And it does pass understanding, and it also passes explanation, I guess. But he will comfort you, and he will give you a peace that that is without explanation, that you can't explain, but you know he's there, no matter how dark it feels, no matter how it feels like, whether you feel like, you know what, I can't even take the next breath. You can take the breath, and you know that God is there. The next thing I want to tell you is I want to tell you that, and he'll give you the peace while you heal and while you hurt. It will hurt. It will. That's a part of it. But notice I said while you heal, because as long as you continue to walk with God, he will continue to minister to you, and you will continue to heal. It is a process. And he'll send people along that will, wise people, who will help you in this season that you journey along, where it's a broken hallelujah and shattered praise and you're needing to heal. He'll send wise people along. The next thing I want to tell you is grief is real. People who say, come on, just get over it. No, it's a process. And you know what? How you go through your process and how I go through my process are two different things. The idea is that we go through the process, that we don't get stuck. But it is a process, and a process takes time, but you just continue to give yourself time. God will help you in the midst of the process. It's not cookie cutter. So don't look at the way Sabrina went through her process and think that that's the way you should go through yours, or don't look at the way someone else went through their process. And let me explain something to you. What you see of me going through my process is what you see in public. You don't see my private processing. So grace on you as you're going through the process of healing from something that has hurt you very bad. Grief is real. It is a process. The next thing I want you to remember is that God is with you. He is always with you. I said it before. It's amazing how when he talks about things in the Bible, or he talks about places in the Bible where we will endure the difficult times, but he always says that he's there. He says, I will never leave you nor forsake you. He says, I will comfort you, a present help in a time of trouble. He continues to let us know that there will be difficulties. There will be hard times. There's no way around it. And when we talk about death and someone is left behind, that's difficult because you miss that person. But God is there to help you, and he says that I will help you in that difficult time. This is Sabrina with your Night Nugget. And I just want to encourage you, even if all you can give God is a broken hallelujah and a shattered praise, if that's all you've got to give to him, continue to give that to him. He will take that. He understands that, and he's going to heal you. Continue in your worship. God told me one time not so long ago, he said, in your worship, I will heal you. And God has faithfully done that. This is Sabrina, praying for you wherever you are in your healing process, that you'll continue going on, and you'll never, ever, ever, ever let go of God's hand. Night, night.